When Ivan Allen served as Atlanta's 52nd mayor, he demonstrated transformational and visionary leadership by partnering with Dr. Martin Luther King on key civil rights issues of the day. And Atlanta is radically different from other cities because of his exceptional leadership.
Ivan Allen Jr. was a visionary, a man of action. When he was inaugurated as mayor of Atlanta in 1962, he faced a city in economic malaise and deeply divided by racial segregation. But Allen was ready for the challenge. His 6-point Forward Atlanta plan encompassed urban renewal, new infrastructure including an expressway system and plans for public transportation, the building of a civic auditorium, a major league sports stadium, and a commitment to keeping open Atlanta schools through racial discord.
The major contribution, I think, of Ivan Allen was that he dreamed of a city of 4 million people. Well, we didn't have 400,000 folk in the entire region.
Mayor Allen succeeded on all points of his plan during 8 years in office, creating the greatest economic surge in the city's history, bringing in Braves, Hawks, and Falcons, a vibrant new arts and cultural scene, and creating the beginning of a unified New South. As he listened daily to the concerns of African Americans, what began as a businessman's strategy for economic growth grew into a deep moral conviction that the public accommodation for African Americans was the right thing, and his advocacy grew stronger.
It's hard for anyone outside of the South to understand the depth of feeling that existed then, the prejudices that swept our schools, our churches, that justified this discrimination. There were a very few courageous people that broke that shell that we had built around ourselves. One of them was Ivan Allen.
Ivan Allen displayed courage in confronting his adversaries, but he also challenged his peers and was willing to incur their scorn and anger where social justice was at stake.
The challenge to complete the elimination of discrimination from all public accommodation furnishes us with a great opportunity to
In 1963, at the behest of President John F. Kennedy, Mayor Allen testified before Congress on behalf of what became the Civil Rights Act of 1964. He was the only prominent white Southern leader to do so.
There was a time when vast numbers of people hated him intensely because of his stand on integration. So much so that the Allen family had police protection in their home for a good period of time. And these feelings were not limited to the raw fringes of society. They were present at all social levels.
Mayor Allen's partnerships with Martin Luther King Jr. and other African Americans showed that barriers were falling, and a long overdue transformation was close enough to touch.
On issue after issue, he showed sound judgment and a commitment to the future.
That commitment to urban transformation founded in social justice became a cornerstone of the Ivan Allen College, founded at Georgia Tech in 1990.
He was a leader while he was a student here at Georgia Tech and went on to be a leader in everything he did throughout his career. Now, half a century later, his life is a beacon of light for those of us following in his footsteps. It's our goal here at Georgia Tech to take the legacy of Ivan Allen Jr. and pass it on to the next generation.
Research, teaching, and public service in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts are grounded in Mayor Allen's values and principles and provide the foundation for all students at Georgia Tech. College faculty and students innovate at the crossroads of engineering, science, medicine and technology, and the humanities and social sciences. Today, our work encompasses and enlarges upon Mayor Allen's original 6-point plan, including economic development, urban infrastructure and environments, governance and leadership, international relations, community relations, arts and culture, and sports.
The name Ivan Allen was a beacon light for breaking through the darkness, and I'm personally grateful to him.
It's the legacy of Ivan Allen Jr., the man whose values infuse the way we teach and the way we learn.
The character and integrity revealed in acts of social courage are not qualities that can be simply switched on when needed. They have to be built and practiced day by day, week by week, and year by year. To build a world of promise and avoid a world of peril, we're going to have to cooperate with each other. Ivan Allen Jr. showed us the way.